It's The Last Stand. And here is your host, Brian Custer.
That's right. It is The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport. And in the sport of boxing, the welterweight division, the glamour division. It is filled with some of the biggest, best fighters in the world. And joining me now, young man, making a return to The Last Stand, considered one of the best in the future of the welterweight division, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Boots, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Welcome back.
I appreciate you having me.
Man, look, you continue to win. You continue to knock guys out. Where would you say you are right now in your maturation, in your development?
I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I feel like we're getting closer and closer, and after do damage on Saturday night, I feel like I got to be mandatory for one of those belts.
Yeah.
Or if not mandatory, at least fight for the eliminator for the number one spot. I'm ready. I'm ready to take over the division right now.
What do you think about the welterweight division? We call it the glamour division because, it has these huge names at the top, but it is deep and filled with talent. What do you think about it?
I feel like the welterweight division is the best division, and no fight is gonna be easy. Everybody is great at this division, so I feel like it's gonna be a great time for the welterweight division, and I'm ready to take over this division and ready to bring back the old school way. The top guys fighting top guys, like how Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler and all those guys was fighting each other and having those trilogies and all that stuff. I'm trying to bring that back. So that's what I want to do.
There's a number of people who say that's why they feel like the 154 is better, because they say those guys fight each other. Why do you think the guys at 147 won't fight?
I feel like it's like some of those guys don't want to fight, I guess because like money or ego, I'm not sure. But 154 definitely do. They all been fighting each other, and they belts been getting passed around a lot lately. So that's another great division. 168 is another great division too. So I mean, I feel like boxing is back and it's taking over the sports.
Why is Jaron Ennis the future of the welterweight division?
I'm the future of the welterweight division because I have all the tools. I work hard. I'm dedicated. I do things outside of my community. I'm just all around great at what I do, and I feel like I'm the best at what I do. And none of these guys can do what I can do, and I'm well rounded. I can fight southpaw, orthodox, box, bang if I have to, and I can do it all, slick. So I feel like I'm gonna just take this welterweight division to a whole another level. I feel like once I get that belt, the welterweight division is gonna be the best division ever.
And I hear what you're saying, but there are a number of guys who be like, "Man, I work hard too."
Yeah.
And then I've heard Terrence Crawford even say, "I can box southpaw, I can box orthodox, I can box you, or I'll knock you out."
Yeah.
So why is Boots any different than that?
I'm different because I'm hungry, and I just like after this fight on Saturday, I'm gonna be right back in the gym on Monday. These guys not dedicated like this. For me, it's not about the money. I had fun with this, and I love boxing. So when somebody talented, work hard, and love boxing, that's hard to beat somebody like that. And that's why I'm different from these guys in this weight division. That's why I'm going to take over this weight division, and they're going to see why.
I think I read something where it said Jaron Ennis said that once I become champion, I'm going to be there for a long time. What does that mean?
No, I said my time taking a little longer to become champion because. No, I said my time taking a little longer to become champion, and it's not coming as fast as others because I'm be at the top for a long time, forever. So that's what I said.
And when you see yourself as just champion, unified champion, undisputed champion at 147.
First, I'm gonna grab one of those belts, so that's just champion, and then unify and get another belt, and then be undisputed, and go do the same thing at 54. Grab a belt, unify, undisputed. Same thing at 60, and I'm gonna try to do it at 68. And I'm gonna try to go down in history as one of the first fighters to do that. Become undisputed in 3 or 4 different weight classes. It's never been done. So I want to do that and go down history.
And as big and as strong as you are, you see yourself at 147, but at least for a couple of years. Then it sounds like it.
Yeah, I can stay at 47 as long as I want. I'm making weight comfortably. I'm on weight right now. I feel great. I'm ready to rock and roll for Saturday night, and I feel like if I was to go to 54, I would be even stronger because I'll be able to develop even more. And same thing with 60, I'll be even more comfortable. So we'll see.
Do you like how you've been moved? Because, you know, there are a number of people who will be like, yo, why ain't Boots fighting somebody? And then other people say, hey, slow and steady wins the race. Do you like the way you've been moved?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, everybody all know I could have turned pro in 6 rounds and did this and 8 rounds and early in my career and 4 for a world title and 8 fights, 10 fights. But me and my dad picked the slower route, and so I could develop as a boxer. And look where I'm at now. I feel like we made the right decision.
Did you ever take anything from like how Erickson Lubin? Remember, Erickson Lubin was like, man, he's gonna be the future 154, and still could be.
Right.
But it was like, I think maybe after 15 fights or something like that, he gets that fight with Charlo, boom, he gets knocked out, and it was like, whoa. And then it's like, maybe hindsight, maybe I did take it a little bit too early. Did you take a lesson from that and say, okay, you know what, maybe my pace may be slow, but you're only a kid, you're still 24. Do you say, hey, look, okay, maybe this is a right pace for me?
That's what my dad and my team did. I feel like it was right for us, and I feel like it developed me the right way. I learned a lot of things and got experience from those guys. And my hardest fights I didn't have really no hard fights, but when you fight somebody that's 15-5 and he got 15 knockouts, that's gonna be harder than fighting somebody that's undefeated or fighting somebody that's 18-1 or something like that, because those guys don't have nothing to lose. They don't care. So they coming in, they throwing combinations or combinations with one hand. They throw uppercut, hook, right hand, hook. You be like, what? In an 18-0 fighter, I thought 1, 2, 3. So you learn from those experiences and stuff like that. I just fought from 6'4" to 5'2". It's been all over the place. Rugged, people that box. I didn't fight everybody. There's nothing I haven't seen yet. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
What kind of pressure comes with being a boxing prodigy? Because, you know, it seems like you came out of the womb boxing in the gym with your father, your brothers, and, you know, if everything is correct, they say you've never lost a round. That's a lot of pressure, bro, to keep dominating.
I mean, it's not no pressure for me. Like I said before, I've been around this boxing game for a very long time. This is nothing new to me, and I feel normal. I feel regular, like being in front of the cameras and fighting on TV and the media. It's all this stuff like natural and regular for me. I get to be myself, and you know, it's just another day in the office for me. It's regular.
So let's talk a little bit about some fighters who've talked about you. I think the one thing that made headlines was like, you know, people always say, well, Boots, why don't you fight somebody? And I think it was your father who made the statement like, we tried to get a Keith Thurman fight.
Yeah, we wanted to fight Keith Thurman, and we seen on I think YouTube, he was like, he don't know who I am.
He said he never even heard of me.
Never heard of me, but I take that as a compliment because he don't want to know me. They all know I'm dangerous. That's the real reason why I'm getting skipped around this weight division. Everybody in the weight division know I'm the dangerous one in the weight division. So it's just, man, it's crazy. But he know who I am. And one of my friends, they found a video of him like 2 or 3 years ago. He was talking about how he knew me or something, or knew of me. He said I was a great up-and-coming talent or something. If I find the video, I'm gonna send it to you.
So what's the message? What's the message to Keith Thurman? Because he certainly did a number of interviews like, I don't even know who this kid is. I mean, why would I waste my time?
I mean, what you expect? You know, he older. He don't want to fight a young, hungry lion like this. So, but when he come back, if he ready, I'm here. I'll be waiting for you. I stay ready anytime, anywhere. We can fight in your living room, your kitchen, your pool, your backyard, anywhere. Just call me. I'm ready right now.
It's funny. We had Terrence Crawford on the show, and I said, what do you think about Jaron Ennis? And he said, yeah, he's a good fighter. And I said, is Jaron Boots Ennis ready for Terrence Crawford right now? And he looked at me, gave me a smile, and said, maybe. So I guess that's my question to you. Is Jaron Boots Ennis ready for Terrence Crawford?
Most definitely. Been ready for all those guys, and I'm ready to rock and roll right now.
Really?
Yeah, give me those straps.
That would be one hell of a fight. How would you see that fight playing out?
I would see that fight playing out being sharp in the beginning, but I feel like I'll break Terrence Crawford down. I'm smarter, stronger, faster, and I'm hungry, so I would have to go take his belt. So that's how I'm coming. I'm coming to take it. So and I'm better all around. And I'm, like I said before, my skills is impeccable right now, and I'm on a different level, and I'm ready to shine and show the world. When I get my opportunity, they will see why I'm the best fighter, and soon to be best fighter in the world.
I saw, it was a while ago, but you and your good friend Stephen Fulton, right, were together, and y'all FaceTimed Errol Spence.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go? What'd you say to him?
That was fun. Gilly, I think Gilly and Errol Spence homie, the rapper, what's his name? Like
Yellow Breezy.
Yeah, him. They FaceTime, and then Gilly put me on the phone, and then he put him on the phone, and we was going back and forth. And he was talking about, he said something about a little pup or something, or a shark or something.
Yeah.
I said, let's make it happen. He was like, yeah, get your time, or it was just a lot of back and forth. But they know what's up. They know who I am, and that goes to show you how Keith Thurman don't know who I am, but Errol Spence know who I am, Bud know who I am, Porter know who I am, Denny Garcia know who I am. Everybody know who I am, but you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
That's because you don't want to know who I am. But I'm ready for those guys, man. I'm just ready to go to this division and shine bright.
Who would you say is the best fighter in your opinion? If you're being honest, who's the best fighter at 147 right now?
Jaron Boots Ennis, me. I'm the best fighter at this weight division.
Aside from Boots Ennis, who would you say is the best fighter right now at 147? When you just watch him.
It's between Bud and Spence, for me. But you could say Bud right now because Bud more active. But if Spence was active, I'd say Spence because he got both belts. Mm-hmm. So you got to put him at the top at the welterweight division. So matter of fact, I'm gonna say Spence because he got both belts. He got the WBC and the IBF. Mm-hmm. So I'll put him at the top, and then I'll put Bud under him because Bud only got one belt.
And if you had your druthers, which one would you want first?
Errol Spence because he got two belts. I can unify fast, and then I'll fight Bud.
Interesting.
But I feel like. I don't know. I feel like, I'll take Errol Spence first because he got two belts, and then I'll fight Bud. But if I could fight them both in one night, I would.
There are a number of people, too, who say, hey, look, then, why don't you just join the PBC? And you probably get those fights a lot easier. What do you say to that?
I mean, I'm just going behind what my dad and my team we got going on. And what we got going on is going right. We got big things after this fight, so I just got to stay focused and do what I need to do on Saturday night, and then those big things gonna happen. So my main focus is Saturday night.
Yeah.
And after Saturday night, everybody gonna see what we got going on.
And the next big fight for you, do you see it as a title eliminator, or do you see it as an actual world title fight?
We're just going towards a world title. That's what we're going towards, but if not, we will have to settle for an eliminator, and that's fine with me, as long as I'm mandatory for the number one spot, and I can fight for that belt within next year. So I will be world champion in 2022.
Yeah, I was going to say, so then it is conceivable that you get Spence or Crawford next.
Spence, Crawford, Ugas,
Ugas, yes.
Or Jamal James if you win.
Yeah, interesting. Your good friend Stephen Fulton. Mm-hmm. Unification fight, Brandon Figueroa. What's going to happen in that fight?
It's going to be a great fight, and I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Scooter again on this fight, and I feel like I think Scooter going to stop him in the late rounds, like 9th or 10th round. I feel like Scooter going to outdog him.
He's a great fighter, man.
Yeah.
Gritty fighter.
Right.
He and yourself, I think, represent what Philadelphia is all about. It seems like.
Right.
That's what I like out of him.
Yeah, when you step in that ring, you gotta have Philly in your back. It's only right, and you can't let nobody outwork you or outdog you, or outsmart you. So you just gotta be on point at all times, and that's what Philly is about.
One thing people don't know about you: Boots Ennis can hoop. Boots Ennis loves hoop, and Boots Ennis can hoop. What do you think about Ben Simmons, who was a marquee player for your Sixers? Mm-hmm. Basically, mentally is like, hey, you know what? It's not working for me in this city anymore.
I mean, everybody go through different things with basketball. Maybe he just like mentally and physically not there, and maybe he do want to leave. But I feel like it's gonna take time for him to get back to normal. I feel like he's gonna have to take a couple months, I guess, or a month to get yourself back together, get back in rhythm, and get back for the team. If not, they probably gonna trade him. So.
Do you have to be a special kind of guy to play, be a professional fighter, or even be a professional athlete in Philly?
Yeah, you gotta have that toughness, because Philly a dog city. They love you, they ride hard, and they die hard. So you gotta put on for Philly if you're from Philly or you representing Philly. You gotta show them that you ready to take over any sport it is, and that's how they rock.
So when it comes to Ben Simmons, are you rocking with him, or are you like, yo, go leave then? If you don't want to be here anymore, leave.
I mean, if somebody don't want to be there no more, you let them leave. But I feel like the Sixers going to bring them. I feel like they're going to try to bring him back and give him like a month or two to get himself back together. And I feel like they're going to be back together. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
All right, Boots, come to the last segment of this show. We call it The Last Stand. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You just give me the first thing that comes to your mind. You ready? First question. Who do you think is a bigger threat in the future of the welterweight division? Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis?
Jaron Ennis, of course. I'm the biggest threat right now, and I'm going to be the biggest threat forever.
What about Virgil Ortiz? Everyone always talks about him.
He's a good fighter, but I'm just different. And if you notice, these top guys, they'll run and go fight him before they fight me. They don't want to prepare for my style. They don't want to prepare for somebody that's southpaw, orthodox, that can back you up, that can box, that don't care. It will take your heart in the minute, like, don't care. So they'd rather go fight him because he one way, and I'm not.
What would you say? How would you see a Virgil Ortiz Boots Ennis fight?
That's a great fight, and I feel like I'll go out there, be dominant, put on a beautiful show, and come home victorious and get that knockout.
Is Philly still the best fighting city in America?
Most definitely. I feel like Philly got the best fighters, the slickest fighters, the smartest fighters, the doggest fighters. I feel like Philly, we're going to put Philly back on the map.
Best young fighter right now in Philly. Is it Jaron Ennis or is it Stephen Fulton?
It's Jaron Ennis. It's Jaron Ennis. Scooter, my boy, though. He know what's up. Of course, he would say his own self, too. So, but we definitely taking over this boxing game. We're going to bring those belts back. Well, he got a belt already, but we're going to bring all the belts back to Philly and take over every division that we in. It's only a matter of time. Philly going to be back on the map.
And last but not least, you finish this. Jaron Ennis will be world champion
in 2022.
Heard it. There you go. That's what we do here on The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport, and this guy here, they call him the future of the welterweight division. My man Boots.
My man.
Always appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Folks, thanks for watching The Last Stand. We'll see you again next week.